Hello and welcome in this new video to present you a little script that I did that is like a utility toolbox that allow to print any variable, sub-variable of any elements that you drag and drop into it. So for instance, if I drag and drop like this video here, generator, then I can see all the parameter, all the variable names, value, and type of this generator, as well as its friendly name, its all class name, its type, etc., etc. So I will show a little bit how this works from the beginning. So let's remove everything. So I import the SuperPrinter here, and the first parameter that I see here is the target. So that's where I'm going to place a layer, like for instance, this text layer. So here I can choose like any parameter of this layer. I will choose the default one, the first one, and click on execute. So first thing to do with the script is go to the edit mode to display the script console here. So the script will, as I stated before, print all the variable of the said, the drag and drop element. And here you have the second row, which is variable. So here you can inspect specific variable. Like for instance, if I go to check the renderer of this Smode layer. So I see that its renderer is like a single renderer, which all class name, single texture renderer. And with all this bunch of values. So now variables. So now I can go deeper, placement, and position. Okay, and here I see the position is a canvas 2D position with a value x and y that are those one. I can also go to the opposite side. For instance, if I want to check the parent element of my layers mode, I can click here, parent element. And here I will see that the parent element is actually a scene that is a type, layer type, that is called loop and loop alpha, which is actually this one. Now you see below the variable, you have print variable that allow to print or not the variable. By default, it's activated. Print directory, by default, it's activated too. And this directory is like a clean directory because there's a lot of method or attributes that you can find in the directory that are actually the same for almost every element. So I did a little cleaning. But if you want to print the full directory, you can click here to full directory and it will show the whole directory. Then you can print also the oil documentation, which will allow to see all the method for a given element. So if you can clone it or append a new layer into it or a new element into it, etc. As well as all the variable trees. Like for instance, if I go back to my Smode layer, I can see here that I have a color red. So here, if I type color.red, I will go. Alors, color does not exist. Color label. I read it wrong. Color label dot red. Okay, and so now I will go directly into the red value of the color label of this said layer. Now there's also the Python help and this last few parameters, the link to text layer, font size, text color, and etc. So those I've made for my own convenience because I developed the script for myself to help me scripting at first. And if you don't want to have like the console always here and scrolling in and out from the console, and you have many monitors or screen available, then you can put that back to your old pipeline or whatever and create a text layer. Text layer. Okay. So now that I have a text layer, I can drag and drop my text layer into this parameter. And this will result into the console being actually printed into my layer. So I can change then its font size. By default, it's 26. I can change its color. By the way, let's try to inspect the color of this layer. So if I go here and inspect is generator text color. Okay. Voilà. So here I'm inspecting the actually red, green, blue value of this text color. So I can also choose to print or not into the text. So if I choose to not print into the text, it will allow to just disable disable directly from the script without having to search into the window if I want to print my output or not. Then you can also print in different type of layer. For instance, if I create a text layer, like right-click text layer, this one, I can also link it into my text, print to output. And this particular text layer will allow, for instance, to do like some fancy visualization. Up. Let's do that. And let's add a little range mask and put a linear loop on the offset. So this will allow to do like some fancy output, and if you tweak it enough, you can even do like something that would look like the matrix, change variable, and look very, very professional. And if you want to look like even more professional, kind of, you can create a camera, create a 3D layer with text 3D layer, drag and drop this text 3D layer into your script. Up. Now let's go and check how it looks like. And so now you can print your oil documentation into like a perspective 3D layer, and to make it look even more awesome, even though you will not be able to read anything anymore, but it's just for the beauty of the gesture. Let's add a little extrude shape. And here you have your output in full 3D that for my laptop start to be like a little bit too heavy to be completed. But there you have it. Okay, that's all for today. I hope that this script will be like as useful to you as it is to me. And if you have like any remark, any question, please let me know. Also, I will put the link as usual into the description, so you can download it. Thank you. Bye.